Okay, so now what we are going to talk about is how to set up your settings in your channel. So right now I'm on the channel dashboard. Sorry, it's a little, I wanted to hide my channel name, so that's why you're not seeing 100% of the screen. But, a tab that many of you will be interested in is the monetization tab. So once you start uploading videos, you will see your progress for your monetization. So once you start uploading videos, you're getting views and stuff like that, then you'll be able to see, it'll list out your subscriber count as well as your watch time hours, so you could see how close you are to be able to get monetization. So just wanted to point that out to you there. Now, what we're going to focus on right now is the setting tab here. So we'll click on that. And as you can see, we'll get a pop-up. So first thing you want to do is this general settings here. Obviously, you want to select your specific currency. Next, click on channel. Now, if you decide that you want to change your name, what you could do is click on this Google account and it'll take you to Google or your personal Google account, and you are able to change your YouTube name there. You are not able to do it within YouTube in general, so you have to go to your Google account to do that. And I think you can change it. There's a limitation, like twice every 30 days or 90 days or something. So obviously you don't want to change it all the time. But anyway, just want to let you know that that is there. Select your country of residence. Obviously self-explanatory. Now keywords is you want to put in key phrases of what your channel is about. So if your channel is about cooking, then you want to select keywords that have to do with cooking. Now, the best way to find this information out is to find creators that have channels that are doing well and that has the same audience as you would like. What you want to do is see what their keywords are and use theirs. I mean, it's the easiest way to do it. There's a couple reasons why, but that's what this section is all about. Now we have, okay, so yeah, now we have to go to advanced settings. So there is something that was new that came out at the end of 2019, and YouTube has been unfortunately, there's some issues with YouTube and little kids. There were predators, all that good stuff. So there was a big thing that if your channel or videos are targeting kids specifically, then YouTube is not allowing comments at all on any of your videos. So this is extremely important because you have to set this up the right way for your YouTube channel as well as every single one of your videos. And if you don't, then YouTube can potentially fine you as well as, shut your channel down. So if you are creating content that is specifically for kids, and even if there's like a gray area, then what you want to do is definitely read all about the COPPA law. But if your channel has nothing to do, it's not targeting kids at all, has nothing to do with kids, whatever, then all you want to do is set this up for no. Set this channel as not made for kids. I never upload content that's made for kids. So it's very, very important that, you set that up correctly. So, yeah, I guess this right here, actually I never really looked into it, but I guess if you are using auto captioning, obviously you don't want them to display inappropriate words. Subscriber count, this is a personal decision. Do you want to display the number of people that are subscribed to your channel right away. So usually what I do in the beginning until I hit about 1,000 subs, I hide this personally, but again, personal preference. Now, advertisements, we don't need to worry about that because we're not monetized right now. So next we go into branding. So what you want to do, and this is really cool, if you go to, probably not every creator does this, but if someone's watching your video, what you can do is add a watermark to your video that is either displayed throughout the video or in specific segments. And what you can do is choose an image to upload, and when someone hovers over that, if they're on desktop, if they hover over the image, then a subscribe button pops up. So it's an easy click for the viewer to be able to subscribe to your channel. So what I do personally is I upload a subscribe button. So my video is playing and I do the entire video. So this way, again, if a viewer, they're going to see my video going, they're going to see the subscribe button. Hopefully they'll hover over it and then they'll be able to subscribe. So I do recommend that you fill that out. So the next tab is feature eligibility. Now, because we already verified our account, all this stuff is enabled, so we don't need to do anything on this because we already did it. Now we go to upload defaults. Now, what this does is when you upload videos using your desktop, this does not apply to mobile, but what you can do is set defaults for all of your videos. So for example, if you want all your videos to have the same title, I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you could. You can put a default title here. Now, what a lot of YouTubers do is they focus on this description, and maybe in all of your descriptions, you want to promote maybe other YouTube videos. So instead of you having to type all that out on every single video, you can literally put in a default text that every single video that you upload on YouTube, it will automatically carry that description. So then you don't have to type it all out. Now, this is something that I fill out as visibility. There are 3 types of visibilities that you can put to your YouTube video for each video that you upload. So there's public, meaning if every time you upload your video, it will default to public, meaning anyone can see it right away after you upload it. There's private, which means that no one, absolutely no one, can see your video. And then there's unlisted. Unlisted is your video does appear on your channel. However, if someone were to search for it, they wouldn't be able to find it. The only way that they will be able to see it is if they had the specific video URL. So in other words, if you create a video and maybe you just want one of your friends to give you feedback, you can set it as unlisted. You can give them the video URL and they'll be able to see it, but not everyone visiting your channel will be able to see it. So what I like to do is set it to private, just so you can upload your video and then you can fix your title, your description, you can make any of your modifications. And then when everything is all said and done, you can set it to publish and, call it a day. So I personally recommend that you set it to private. Okay, next we have tags, and what that is what is, again, the keyword phrases of what your channel is about. Again, what I recommend you do is find someone in your niche that's already on YouTube having success, and I don't want to say copying, but mirroring the tags. And if nothing else, it'll give you ideas of what your tags should be. And again, if you are having issues, of trying to figure out what your tags could be, Google actually tells you, or YouTube tells you, what people are searching for, because the goal is for you to show up in front of people that are already searching for what your video is about. So for example, if you have a channel about cooking, do you see how YouTube gives you suggested keywords? Now the good thing is these are keywords that people are already searching for. So if your channel is about cooking, maybe a good video title would be cooking videos. So maybe your first keyword or tag would be cooking videos. Now, if we actually go dig in a little deeper, because obviously if you try to go after a competitive tag or keyword like cooking, there's probably a gazillion, videos with a gazillion search results. So obviously, if you have a brand new channel, you won't be able to rank for that specific keyword. So what you want to do is maybe dig down a little deeper, get a little bit more specific in the beginning. And I highly recommend you do that. And I'll do, on my channel, I have a how to find your niche video. So definitely take a look at that, and I will post it in the description below, and I'll go into more detail about your niche and stuff like that. But what you can do is, here are more keywords that people are searching for that are more specific than just cooking or cooking videos. So you could do cooking videos for kids, cooking videos for desserts. So maybe you want to focus on specifically desserts. And then again, all you have to do is, dig a little deeper depending on your niche of your channel. So again, you can literally go down a freaking rabbit hole. Lord knows I have done days of research. So yeah, but again, the most important thing is you want to, see what is working already and see what people are already searching for, because the worst thing that you could do is create, 50 videos and have like 0 views on each of them because you are not giving YouTube what people are searching for. And that's the key. So I will link in the description, information about all this stuff. This video specifically was supposed to be just about setting up your channel, but obviously I went a little deeper. So anyway, let's go back into setting up the channel. Next is permissions. You don't need to worry about this. Unless you want to give someone else permission to your channel, you can read on your own what that is about. Community is, again, if you want to set up a moderator for your channel, you can do that here. If you want to do, approved users, you can get more information about this, from Google support. I typically don't do anything with this. The only thing I do worry about is the blocked words. Now, I do fill this out. I fill this out with curse words. I fill this out with, any kind of words that I don't want comments. So what this does is, if people were to make a comment on one of your videos and they have a word that is inappropriate, then what this does, it'll block the entire comment, and then you'll be able to, it's not automatically approved to be visible on the comment section of your video, and you have the option to have YouTube either block it, or you can, block it or not. So if there are specific words that you don't want people to comment, then you'd want to list them here. Okay, so this is your defaults for comments. So when people make comments on your videos, do you want to allow just any comment? Do you want to hold? So again, here are your choices. Now again, if your video is targeting kids, you definitely want to disable comments. But again, you know, take a look at the copy law and you can decide what's best for you. But what I typically do is I don't hold all the comments for review because that would just take a lot of work. So I do hold inappropriate comments for review. And again, if one of the comments has one of those words that I put in that other field for blocked words, then I'll be able to see it. And then for this, what I select is hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. That's my personal preference. You do what makes sense for you. And then what you want to do is if you are doing live chat or live streams, you know, it's up to you if you want to select this or not. And then agreements is, you know, just the YouTube terms of service. So that is that's the video for today as far as setting up your YouTube channel. And I hope that was helpful.